Okay, speaking of suffering ending, let's talk about Spider-Man 4 because we can finally stop suffering because we got news. Tom Holland confirmed they start shooting the film in summer, which confirms now he signed a new contract, which as of a couple weeks ago he had not. He confirmed that. And then he said that they're doing some crazy stuff here, that he was in disbelief that they're going to do it. No is coming. Like, no is coming.
When he said that, he was probably like, "Oh my god, it could finally swing around New York City." Because when we get Spider-Man actually swing around New York City, like one like scene,
Get that
like,
every movie.
See, no.
yeah, for like 2 seconds.
Ricardo,
Get
this
it.
is like the Tomb Raider games. She has to rise as the Tomb Raider, but then there's a shadow, and then like it takes time
Bro,
for her to become the Tomb Raider.
But we've seen the rise of him becoming Spider-Man every movie. I want like 5 minutes.
No.
Of Spider-Man.
It's got to happen again. Okay, it's like poetry. It rhymes. Come on.
And Ricardo, we all know he's gonna take an Uber. Like he's
Oh,
gonna try and swing, and he's like, I can't do it.
Well, true. New York City. does
Remember,
have
this
Uber
one's scared
Teslas
of
now.
heights as well, so it's not fair for him to swing.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he's a little scared of
Oh,
heights.
brother.
Like I'm.
That's your swinging scene. He's at the top of the tower, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Ah."
Like I don't mean to sound down on this film because I'm not. The MCU Spider-Man films are my favorite Spider-Man films, but trying to shoehorn in all of Sony stuff, which definitely sounds like we're getting, and from somebody I know that saw Venom: The Last Dance and messaged me last night without spoilers, he was like, "Tell me what you think about the two, post-film scenes and the ending," and then he said, ... Spider-Man 4, and I was like, oh no, what did they do? So I'm like, I'm afraid. It's like, so they're definitely going to do something there. I'm not sure how much I want that Spider-Man. Like Ricardo, why can't I just get Spider-Man in New York doing Spider-Man things? Why does it have to be now Sony like comes in there and goes, you need 15 things, It's like, can we just
Well, this is the monkey
film?
paw of everything, right? You had the whole deal to start off with Homecoming, and that was, the good stuff. And as slow as it's gone on, they've been getting like more medley.
Yeah.
And now no Sony movie's making money. Like, how much money has Sony lost? Like they kind of want their stuff to make money. So hey, we're gonna just everything into Spider-Man 4.
Well, it's basically that where it's on No Way Home and it made over $1 billion. So that's what they want. So multiverse is here to stay, no matter how hard people don't want that. So,
and don't get me wrong, it's not like that I hate the concept. I do like the multiverse concept. I think it can work again, but we constantly were diminishing Peter's solo outings to add in spectacle. And if this film turns out to be the multiverse film, which it sounds like it is, you're getting Doomsday Multiverse Spider-Man, Spider-Man 4 Multiverse Spider-Man, Secret Wars Multiverse Spider-Man. It's like...
Oh, but here's the thing, right? Because Tom Holland brought up the fact, or no, I don't know if it was Tom Holland, but they recently announced like the 3 films that he will be filming, right? Next year. Like the Nolan movie, the Nolan Spider-Man, and he'll be filming Doomsday, right? I noticed, I was like, weren't they going to film Doomsday and Secret Wars back to back? Out of curiosity.
So the Russo brothers just revealed they're having an extended break between Infinity War and Endgame. That 4 weeks. It sounds like this time they're getting 8 weeks. So
yeah, because
maybe that's where Tom, go shoot something.
They also probably learned that doing Infinity War and Endgame, like the way they did, was the absolute wrong way of doing everything. It's like, this is kind of.
Because I was gonna say,
get him to leave because we need people to stay.
Bro, I was gonna get scared. I was like, don't let Doomsday be like his final outing, and then he gets the portal sent to him to the Sonyverse, and you're like, oh, this is how it goes, huh? We don't even say
it wouldn't matter, right? The
Secret
Secret Wars, it would have all just lumped into one.
True, yeah, it's all. I mean, I'm still content that I think that's what Spider-Man 4 is. I think it's a Battle World film, and they're just gonna play with that. It's like you're gonna have like portion of New York that's dark blue for TASM, portion that's overlit yellow and orange for Raimi. Then you just got the normal one for the MCU. It's gonna be like we're just fighting each other, different districts. You guys remember it was the second Marvel Lego superhero game where that happened in New York. Like Kang was opening portals and merging universes. Just do that and bring in Spider-Man 2099, which apparently I know for a fact Sony has been trying to get off the ground for a decade now, and they can't figure it out because they're dumb because it's 2099.
Then the Spider-Verse movies is technically MCU canon too, because they followed the multiverse there.
Only if it's that 2099. Get Oscar Isaac in, pad his suit out so it's a massive triangle.
Yep.
Make him really racist. No.
The only other thing I want to bring up here in regards to Spider-Man 4 in this conversation and everything we have here, you're looking at this character, film's coming out summer of 26. I think everybody can place it now. We're looking at the bigger picture. What's the thing that outside of just it's another Spider-Man film and maybe has Daredevil to some degree, maybe that's the first arc, where's going to be the bigger MCU connection? You know, like what? That's what I'm trying to figure out. How do you?
A Doctor Strange?
Just think, yeah. See, like that's where I'm stuck. I'm like, okay, I see all the Sony stuff that they're putting in, but what's the MCU stuff? And you come and think of it for a second, you're like, a Sorcerer Supreme to open up a new portal, I guess.
I could see, let's say. Because I'm still kind of banking on Spider-Man 4 mostly just being a Spidey film until like the post-credit scenes. We'll probably, maybe his film is more so like you get a post-credit scene that he sees Doctor Doom for the first time. Doctor Doom pulls the mask and he'll probably try to trick Tom Holland Spider-Man saying like, oh, look, I'm back, blah, 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 blah. That's the only thing I could think of is Robert Downey Jr. and Tom Holland just seeing each other in a post-credit scene to like do
what
the
if
big
that's
MCU.
the movie though? Like it's RDJ and
The
he's
whole
pretending
movie?
to be Stark. And he's like, hey kid, I'm back from the multiverse.
Hey kid, he's like wearing like a piece of like clothing over his mouth. He's like, hey, I'm back. Don't tell anybody. Don't mind the green suit and the evil things you might hear.
Is that
I'm here to get my assets back.
Yeah.
Where's my daughter? You're like,
yeah.
No.
It's man. I don't know. Like I'm excited for Spider-Man 4 because it's more Spider-Man, but at the same time, I'm like I need to see Venom. I need to see what they do. And again, by the time people hear this, me and Ricardo will have seen it, so we'll know. But yeah, it's sounding like an interesting film, and I want to know, is Daredevil officially out of it? Because remember, previously we heard it was going to be the street level film with Daredevil and Kingpin. If you're doing Null and Multiverse and Battle World, that's not a factor. Unless the first act is a Spider-Man film street level, and then at the end of the act, Kingpin, I don't know, merges with the multiverse like he did in Spider-Verse. Yeah.
He becomes huge out of nowhere.
Gigantic brick.
Imagine D'Onofrio's head, and it's like 30-foot wide shoulders.
Then would be like, "Why are you looking at me like
head and
that?"
they just pan out, and they just keep panning out, panning out.
They use a super fisheye lens and still can't capture the whole body. It's like, what happened with him? No, okay. Speaking of that, Tom did also say his hopes are that in this next trilogy, he gets to see Miles Morales enter, and he's a mentor. Now, we know Sony's doing a Miles Morales film.
We ain't getting that.
Nope.
Yeah. Feige can't even make Blade and Armor Wars. Like, we are not getting Miles Morales.
We're not getting a Black Spider-Man as well. He's going to have a hard time.
Man, you know Miles is not going to come into the MCU. That's going to be a full-on Sony thing.
He might start off in the MCU, but Sony will be like, thank you.
Yeah. Do you even see Miles Morales and Craven in the post-credit scene?
Oh
no.
You see a spider bite Miles, you'll be like, oh, what's this?
It's going to be Craven at the end of the film is in New York, right? And he's at a local zoo, and this little kid is next to him. He goes, wow, could you imagine if an animal bit me? And he goes, because, a tiger bit him to get his powers, right?
Just punches a small child's heads off.
And And then you have Rio being like, "Oh no, Miles!" Cuts to the credits. You're like, "Oh God, kill me now."
Oh.
Sony, please don't last minute shoot this and add it into the film, please. They're just gonna use like AI video generator to do that scene.
Oh.
It's gonna look as good as the upcoming Darth Plagueis fan film.
The what?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the AI slup that is now a fan animation because he realized
Yeah.
calling it AI last time was a big mistake.
It's-
But you can't
yeah.
get around that because guess what? It looks like slup.
It's what it is. So, Spider-Man 4, it's sounding crazy. Any closing
I
thoughts
don't think
on
it
it?
helps with Spider-Man that everything around Marvel at the minute is really like turbulent. Might be a right word for it.
Yeah, it is.
So you kind of don't know what they're gonna do one way or the other. But
Yeah.
I'm just here for the ride.
Same. Like,
Yeah, I agree. I feel like I really trust Tom. I feel like Tom wasn't budging for nothing. He was like,
the
look,
way he's talking about like how he can like say no at the minute is like I kind of
every time he saw that Sony script, he was like, yo, send it back. I don't need to read this.
That's why
he
it
just
took so
rips it
long.
up and throws it away. He's like, I never saw a script. No.
Because if you saw, this is like my final thoughts. If you saw like a recent interview, right? It was like with a podcast or whatever. He said he'll talk to Feige and someone else at Marvel Studios, like the director, when he's talking about like the script for Spider-Man. I was like, it's so funny he doesn't mention anything regarding Sony because whatever. That's why I really think whatever Sony was pitching to him, he really does not want it. He was willing to die. He said he don't even want to come back. He was like, if that's it, that's it. So I want to know what the script is. Come on, Sony ooey gooey, show me it. DM me, please. I want to see the script.
Okay.
Man, this is it. His brain, they injected him with some sort of parasite at New York Comic Con. Only explanation. Oh, man. Well, everybody, thank you for watching that video. And as always, you can like, subscribe, share, do whatever you will. Check out the recommended video that's popped up somewhere on the screen. And also, if you would like additional content, including more discussions and more unfiltered content, check out what we offer to the members section, which has new videos going up all the time.